See that? Oh my God, I did it! What? You said you wanted a squirrel party. You got it. You got a squirrel party and a sparkle party. A sparkle squirrel party. That was amazing. Thank you, Miranda. Okay, now for serious business. We filled your toolbox with humor. Now we are going to fill it with something else. And yes, I'm going to do it in this coat. And I'm going to do it with this hat. So your toolbox can be completely filled with humor while you're learning about the language we use with kids. So I go into a lot of places, homes and schools, and I hear language that I think is meaningful to the people saying it, and I think that they're hoping that it's going to make a difference, and I think it comes from a really good place. The hard thing is that kids don't react the way we're hoping, right? I get called in for the hard kids, so they're not going to react the way we hope they're going to react. So the first one that we talk about is good job. So I can't say it so it sounds genuine. Are you ready? I'm going to try. Good job. Good? No, terrible, right? Okay, so good job. I think as a kid, I'd be like, you don't mean that at all. You don't mean good job at all. And then I think kids are thinking, good job with what? I didn't pee in my pants yet today. I ate some of my snack. You didn't once tell me you're going to call my mom. You didn't say, oh, I'm going to tell your mom about that. So kids don't know what you're saying good job to necessarily. So let's change good job, which is a praise, to encouragement. So if you sound like a second grade spelling test sticker, which is fantastic, and it's got sparkles like this beautiful coat, and it's a shooting star, and you got it because you got all of your second grade spelling test stickers right, spelling test words right, then we want encouragement. So we need 4 times more encouragement than praise. So encouragement is good job, way to go, yeah, neat, awesome. And we start to throw it out, sprinkle it around. And we don't want to do that, right? So what does good job turn into? This is encouragement. Are you ready? A kid zips his coat. You can walk by and say, good job, and then keep moving. Or you can stop, get on their level, and say, buddy, you know what? You've been working on that. I've seen you working on it, and you did it. Did you know today would be the day? That's the kind of person I'm looking for in this classroom. Someone who tries really hard until they get the skill learned or the job done. Yeah, I'm seeing you right now. This is awesome. Amazing. Thanks for being such a hard worker. High five. That took, I don't know, I can't tell, 30 seconds maybe? Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing for that kid. And I've seen kids peacock, feathers out, and they're like, yeah, zip my coat, where they don't react like that when it's good job zipping your coat. And they're thinking, all right, I want a little party. Another one of my things is encouragement is a little song. I sing, I remember when you couldn't do that. I remember when you couldn't do that. I remember when you couldn't do that, when you couldn't do that at all. And I know, right? Good singing voice. I know, you're jealous. So in kindergarten, I would sing that, and the kids would stop dead in their tracks. They would all dance, and the kid was like, oh. Make sure the kid likes verbal encouragement, because sometimes kids want it quietly. You got to know your kids. But for me as a kid, if I heard that, I'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm amazing. Woo, woo. And I would sit there and oh, look at you singing the song. And kids would come up to me and tell me, I tied my shoe for the first time. Sing the song, sing the song. And I was like, okay, right, that's encouragement. It takes a little bit of time. Everybody's recognizing you. Remember, if kids don't like to be recognized, the way I tell is if they have a birthday party and they turn beet red and want to crawl inside themselves during happy birthday, you probably don't want to sing this song. Okay, so another one I see is this, okay? So we turn commands or adult directives into choices. Well, there are some kids that are motivated by choice. So when they are motivated by choice and you say, Bud, it's time for you to go to the bathroom now, okay? What happens? You gave the kid a choice. He says what? No. And then what happens? Oh, you're stuck. Because it wasn't really a choice. They have to go to the bathroom because you're going outside. You have to pee on the playground, all those things we think about. Or in the house, you said, you're going to take 3 more bites of that, okay? And the kid's like, no. And you're stuck. No, if you do that, we do it all the time. I do it all the time. We do it all the time because we come from a place of nurturance. We come from a place of, we love you, we care for you, and we're really, really super hoping that they pick the right one. We're hoping they pick yes. We're hoping they pick the 3 more bites. Guess what? Not all the time. So we have to say, what do we turn okay into? It's time for you to go to the bathroom. Be quiet. We do a lot of talking as parents and teachers. Shut it. Turn around and walk away. Don't watch the kid like this. Because what's going to happen? The kid's not going to do it, right? He's not going to do it. So this is the next one. You're going to say, it's time for you to go to the bathroom now. Turn around and walk away, and we're talking, and count to 10 in your head. Like when you were little, when you were like, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, just like when you played hide and seek. So you're going to do the Mississippis. You're going to count the Mississippis, not out loud, so annoying if you do it out loud because the kids will join you. In your head, 95% of the time, kids will do it before you get to 10. It's nice if you have a husband, a wife, a co-teacher to remind you to count to 10. There are some kids that are thinking, time for me to go to the bathroom, I just need to finish this. Or, I don't have to go to the bathroom, I don't want to go to the bathroom. Well, I want to go to the bathroom with Susie. All that's happening in their head. We don't know. We don't know what they're saying. We don't know what they're thinking. So we have to give it 10 seconds. Give it 10 seconds, okay? Then we're going to go to part of that choices within parameters. So the kid's motivated by choice. What do? All right, bud, are you going to put your coat on or am I going to put my coat on? The kid goes, I don't want to put my coat on. Natural consequences are best for these kids. They can go outside without their coat on. I know I'm going to get emails or something about that. I totally understand. It's okay. Most kids that, right, the pattern of behavior is that most kids who are dominant and direct and are motivated by choice also will give you that, I don't want to do it. And so what do? You say, natural consequence. If you go outside without your coat, what happens? It's a natural consequence. You're cold, right? So you go outside and you're cold. I had a kid in kindergarten who always forgot to put his boots on every single day, and I brought him to save him every time. And then the last time, it was like February. I was like, I'm not bringing the boots anymore. He went outside and he goes, oh, I have my slippers on. He looked over right at me like this. And he went like this for his boots. And I was like, I didn't bring them. And he was like, what? I was like, nope. And if you don't have your boots on, you got to stay right on the sidewalk. 45 minutes. He tried to sneak off. I had to stay there with him. Oh my gosh, I was like, I think this is a bad choice. 45 minutes. 45 minutes. It made me crazy. And then what happened? How many times do you think he did it again? You yelling it out? You yelling out 0? He did 0 more times. It was 0 more times because he thought, I just spent 45 minutes on the sidewalk and I had all of my snow stuff on except for my boots. If I don't wear my boots, I can't go on the snow. That's the rule in the center. So, right, the consequence is you stay on the sidewalk. Right, if kids don't want to eat dinner, they're hungry. If kids don't want to wear a coat outside, they're cold. Choices within parameters. If they're fighting you on the choice, go to natural consequences. If natural consequences don't work, we're going to go to logical consequences. We're going to talk about that more some other time. Not next week. Next week it's going to be about humor because I can't wait for that one. We'll talk about more about that at the end. The next one is preferential language. It's the kids who take their applesauce and put it in your face. They don't say open it, or they do say open it. There's no please or thank you, or could you please open it, or could you open it please? None of that. Or they just stick their foot in front of you and point to their foot. Like, and they go, tie it. And you're thinking, nope, not doing that. But then you're thinking, ooh, this is where the dissertation on manners is going to come in. This is where we're going to talk about manners. And you think, now, if you want me to, blah, 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 we go on and on and on and on and on and on and on. And the kid is, you turn into the Charlie Brown teacher really fast. So you turn into the Argyle socks and those orthopedic shoes really, really fast. He didn't listen to anything except, that's what you sound like. So what do? This is preferential language. Tie it. I hear you best when you say, could you please tie my shoe? You don't make them say it. Don't fight over these things. They enter a power struggle. Eating, sleeping, going to the bathroom, talking. You're just going to tell him how you hear it best. You're going to tie his shoe and he's going to go in line or he's going to go in the car to go to school. You're going to do that. Remember, what did I say our two best friends are? Time and patience. Remember, time and patience. So he's not going to learn the skill the first time. I wish it was that easy. I wish it's not that easy. So you're going to say, I hear you best when you say, could you please tie my shoe? I hear you best when you say, could you please open my applesauce? You're going to tie the shoe, open the applesauce, you're going to walk away. You're going to do this for months. And you're going to feel like, when you start thinking, I've said that a lot, and I'm about done, you're going to change it to, I hear you best when you say, could you please tie my shoe to what? You know how I hear you best? Zip it, turn around and walk away. Then natural consequences happen. They either go outside with untied shoes. I know you're all thinking, oh, what if he falls? It's okay. It's okay if he falls. He's probably going to fall anyway. Make sure that shoes, right, don't have to be tied. Anybody see kids all the time with shoes? There's a pair of Nike shoes that were in kindergarten that this kid had, and they didn't matter how many times I tied them. They came untied anyway, right? When there's not a lot of risk involved, we have to follow through on natural consequences. We have to follow through on that preferential language and just say, you know how I hear you best, and turn around and walk away. They'll either meet the natural consequence or the logical consequence, or they'll come up and ask you. If you've said it enough times, the skill is built, right? Remember, there's no fast magic buttons. Remember, we already talked about what that was? Remember, it was corporal punishment was the fast magic button, which we're not doing. That's not okay. So the next thing is we're going to figure out maybe how we can use this language to get us to where we need to be, to see successes for us, for our families, for our classrooms, for children. So the next one is these 1, 2, 5 words. You ready? No, stop, don't, can't, and wait. No and stop have to be saved for what? They're running across the street. It's really unsafe. You have to go, no, stop! And they're thinking, oh my gosh, what? Oh my God, what? That sounded like I should stop and look and turn. She sounded frantic or mad or scared. There are a lot of kids that hear no and stop every day, all day long, and then what do you use? Some kids are triggered by no. Then what do you use? You're having a really hard time, right? You're thinking, oh, so I say no and stop when it's unsafe, and what happens? He or she doesn't react the way I want. So let's turn no environments into yes environments. So my son always asks for a cookie undoubtedly at 5 o'clock in the evening every day. And I said, I used to say, no, bud, you can't have a cookie. It's almost dinner time. And then you get, it's like a meltdown. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So you turn it to what? You sure can. You can have a cookie. Let's put it on a plate. You're going to have it after dinner. Man, that's a good treat. And now my son is like, okay, mommy. And he gets the plate out. He gets the cookie. He sees it. Awesome. So don't, can, and wait. Tell a kid, don't do that. What? Like this? Don't touch it. You don't want me to touch it. This one, you don't want me to touch this. So then you're like, oh my gosh. Can and wait. You can't do that. There's some kids that are like, yeah, I can. Watch me, right? And then you have kids, my 10's falling off my behind. Then you have kids that are not good at waiting. Waiting's not developmentally appropriate. I brought my son to York's Wild Kingdom when he was 3. He was the second one in line to get on the bounce house. And he looked at me and goes, Mommy, this is taking so long. And I thought, well, I'm going to Disney World this year. Because you are one person back. You are never going to be one person back in Disney World. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. Waiting, kids have like 3 seconds. I have at 40, like 7 seconds. I mean, anybody go to the grocery store and you're like, which line is the quickest? You always pick the wrong one. Oh, me too. I get it. So you're going to take the time proactively to stop and think and adjust your language, or you're going to do it reactively. I promise you, when you figure this out, when you get the language down, when you've practiced, when you've written it down, when you've rehearsed it, when you practice it, proactively, first of all, is always better. Proactively is shorter, right? But you can ask for a minute. My son will ask me something, I'll be like, oh, but I don't know right now. I need a couple minutes. I have to talk to Daddy. I'm not sure about the answer yet. You can ask for time. You can ask. And substitution and delayed gratification is really good for kids as well. And there are some kids that are not awesome at that. So use the language try the language I've said. You know where to find me, megthompson.com, remember 2 G's. Or on my Facebook at Meg Thompson, or at the Empty Toolbox. Next week, this is going to be at the Empty Toolbox. We are going to do this from the Empty Toolbox instead of on my personal page. We're going to do it on my business page. So a couple things. Make sure you're writing this stuff down. Put it in your cupboard. I have a lot of people that say, could you follow up with notes? Yeah. I say, when I go into a room, I'm like, I sure can. And I have people that put them on the inside of their cupboard, and when they ask for a minute, they go and they read them. Like, what'd you say? What am I supposed to do? Oh my gosh, what did Meg say? So that's really helpful to write them down. Next week, we're going to talk about humor. Humor because I have the best book ever. We're going to talk about the rules of humor. Kids aren't awesome with that. I actually not awesome with that. I dressed up in sparkles, put on a party hat, recruited a friend, wore a tutu, we put things on our bums. So we maybe don't know the rules of humor quite yet. We're working on it. And we're also next week going to do a giveaway. I'm going to do 2 giveaways. They're going to be gift cards, $25 gift cards. I'm not telling you where yet. I promise it's not going to be awful. They're going to be wonderful and amazing. And if you comment, share, and like while the video is going on next Tuesday at 8, guess what's going to happen? Are you ready? You're going to be entered in to win the gift card. Amazing, right? I can't even win. I kind of want to. What if I comment, like, and share? Do I get the gift card? No, can't. So remember, let's go over them. Change your good job to what? Encouragement. Get rid of your okays. Get rid of your questions if they're not questions. That one is the hardest. That's probably the one I tell most people, and that's the hardest one for them, is to get rid of the okays, because we're really caring, nurturing adults, and we're trying and hoping they're going to pick the best one. We're going to talk about choices within parameters. We're going to do I hear you best with preferential language. We give adult directives. Remember to count to 10 before we expect them to do something. No, stop, don't, can't, and wait. Everybody writing them down frantically, like, slow down, you squirrel, holy moly. And remember, proactively, if you have questions, you can find me. I'm so excited. Thank you so much. I was really excited to get 50 people to watch. 50 people, that was my goal on the first one, is 50. Miranda said it's gonna be more than 50. I was like, no, you know what? 50 people have a good chance of influencing one person. And I am so excited that it's like 10,500 people. First of all, like friends, that's so many friends, like my head exploded, and so excited that I took out this. If people from high school are watching, Amanda or Carrie or Megan or Julie, yes, this is the Michael Jackson jacket that Carrie wore for Thriller. And it's still in my closet, and I resurrected it. And I hope that you're laughing. And I'm not sure you're watching now, because I just see people going in green. I don't know what that means. Miranda will tell me at the end. But this is the Michael Jackson jacket. So I resurrected it. I hope you love it. I'll see you next week, Tuesday at 8. So excited. Love you guys. Bye.